Hello Collective, this is Tan from Artemis Oracle doing your weekend ahead reading. This reading can be for the weekend ahead or it can be for whenever you happen to come across this video. So please take the messages as they resonate and leave those that don't behind. Let's see, I'm going to use the Oracle deck and then I'm going to clarify with Tarot. So let's see what messages we have for the week and ahead. Couple cards are flipped over and both of them have clouds in it, so some of you may be confused about something. You may be thinking, have been in your head about something. Okay, just from the two cards I saw that had clouds. Let's see what does the collective need to know at this time. I hope you're all doing well. I know I'm over here and the East Coast has been hot today. The weather's bearable, but I hope you're staying calm, cool, and collected wherever you are. Okay, let's see. Got one card. It's too many. Too many want to come out. Okay. Maybe two more cards. Oh, two more cards came out. Trust the process is what I saw when I... Wow. Oh. I don't like this. I always say like whenever I do these like 72-hour videos, like what to expect in the next 72 hours or weekend ahead readings, always some shit is popping off, you know. So I feel like I see the snake. We are in the year of the snake. You probably heard this from so many readers, but we are in the year of the snake. So you may be born the year of the snake, which is 1989, 1977, or maybe 2001, I believe. I don't think anybody from 2013 should be on this channel because you're too young to be watching this. All right, so we have threat, feud, natural enemy, deadly assault. No, deadly threat. Chaos, instability, unrest, unpredictability, and corruption. And then trust. But when I saw these two cards, I trust the process, because sometimes things can seem chaotic, but then eventually everything kind of smooths over and then it ends up the way it's supposed to be. Like it ends up the way, you know, like there's a solution, there's a resolution at the end of the chaos. And sometimes things aren't going the way you expect it to go, but it's like, yeah, but certain things are beyond your control, and the only thing you can do is trust yourself, trust the process, go with the flow as much as you can, try to dip and dodge things, you know, as they come, so that you don't get, like, there isn't any collateral damage, you know what I mean? But this is giving like tower energy. This is reminding me of the tower card for, you know, it's showing the clock tower. Then you see crows, so there may be some message coming through that maybe kind of throws things, like throws a wrench in things. But with a threat, maybe some of you are experiencing some sort of feud. It could be within a friend group, it could be within your family, or it could be within a relationship. Maybe there is an external party or external situation that is a threat to your home, your stability, because this is a clock tower. A tower is it's supposed to have a solid foundation, but maybe there's something coming in, something external that is, and it's essentially, it's seemingly like it's gonna cause some type of tower moment. It may come unexpectedly, but you know, if you're watching this reading, you may be warned. So to be forewarned is to be forearmed, right? But in the end, the trust card is coming out. So I feel like whatever this is, trust that you have the strength, you have the perseverance, you have the endurance, you have everything that you need that's going to help you, you know, manage whatever this tower can possibly be, or whatever this threat can be. You know, I think this could also be a call for you to trust yourself. You know, it says sincerity, respect, carefulness, and support. You could also rely on people who you know are trusted sources of support, people who are there for you, who will be caring, who will be sincere. But all in all, what I'm getting from these three cards is that there is something that may be coming up this weekend that is going to cause some sort of tower moment, but it's going to require you to have a lot of trust and be around people you trust, who you know will support you, who are sincere and, you know, basically got your back, you know. So, but let's find out what this threat is. I'm going to go into the Tattoo Tarot. Tattoo. Threat. What is this threat? What is this threat, Spirit? Ace of Wands. So this could be something that, a threat. I was gonna say, because the Ace of Wands is about something, it's a brand new beginning, something that, it's a passionate beginning, something that requires some creativity, requires passion, but then we have the Five of Swords, so that's indicating some type of conflict. It may be conflict from the past that may be brought up, that may be stirred up, reignited in some way. And then we have the Four of Cups. So some conflict that had to, from some past disappointment. Maybe you're expecting to get some sort of offer, and the offer that comes in isn't exactly what you thought it would be. Instead, it turns out to be something that is a threat, something that that seemingly, it seems like a good thing, but that it's like, I don't know, it could possibly be something that it's triggering in some way. It may trigger some past traumas, past pain, past conflict. But you see, with the Ace of Wands with the Four of Cups, it's like this offer's coming in that you would think would be good. You know, it could, you know, be the start of something brand new, something that is filled with passion, creativity, growth. But then it's like maybe it's what's causing some sort of trigger from the past, some past memory, past disappointment, sadness, past conflict. Maybe that's what the threat is. Maybe this is a perceived threat. You will know your situation more than I do. I'm going by what the cards are showing. I know sometimes when, I'm gonna use myself as an example. Like me, my relationship ended, like, it's gonna be 5 months ago, right? And, you know, the thought of somebody coming in, like meeting someone new, it can be like it could trigger some things. Like maybe the person will say or do things that may remind me of the past person. Especially if this person isn't like being negative, they just want to have, it's just a brand new start. There's no past issues, unless this is a past person trying to return, you know. It could be that too. But what I'm saying is that sometimes when you're alone and you've already like created this bubble for yourself, and then there's somebody coming in new, you know, trying to bring in an offer, and then you're like, oh my gosh, is this person going to be a threat to what stability, security I've already built for myself? Like, is this person going to try to fuck me over? That type of thing, you know, like, it's like you have your defenses up because you, from some past threat you've experienced. And the funny thing is, when I like look at the card, it says natural enemy, and as a woman, my natural enemy is the man, you know, and I'm saying that in jest, you know, I'm joking, but if you think about it, you know, if you are a masculine energy, your natural enemy may be the feminine, you know, just take it as it resonates. I'm just trying to use an example. So if that's what I mean, if it's a romantic situation, I mean, it could also be somebody within a family dynamic, you know, maybe there could be something happening and somebody may be drawing up some old drama, reigniting old drama, because that happens, especially when you have things going on within your family dynamic. Okay, so let's go into chaos. Tell us about this chaos. Okay, we got the Lovers. It's the choice. The Lover's the choice. It's about making a decision about something. And then we have the Nine of Wands, which is Sagittarius energy. That's someone who's the wounded warrior, someone who has gone through so many battles, but is someone who perseveres, who doesn't give up. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles, which is about seeing results, seeing growth, and what you've invested in. So I don't really know if this is really clarifying what chaos is, but if we're going to look at it from a romantic standpoint and connected to the threat card and the cups card from that clarified threat, I feel like someone is going to have to make a decision about something, about a new offer, an offer that's coming in. But it's kind of hard to make, because if you're someone who's going through a lot of stress, a lot of burdens, you feel like you don't have the time or energy to invest in anything, because the seven of pentacles is about investment. It's about investing in what you will see growth in, investing in something that you would hope to see results, that will show you gains. But if you've already experienced some sort of disappointment in the past, the past pain, past conflict, the mental turmoil, like whatever stress you may have experienced, you're like deciding whether or not it's worth going through that again, because you've gone through so much already, and you're not sure if you allowing a new person in or restarting someone from the past, like if it's a past situation and somebody wants to come forward, like you don't know if it's the right thing to do, especially if it's the safe thing to do. You have to protect yourself, especially if you're already feeling unstable, if you feel like things aren't really firm, you're not on firm ground, and you have a lot of things going on, and it's like you don't know where the shoe is going to drop, and then you don't want to add another element, you don't want to add another I guess you could say it's an element that you can't control it at all. It's unpredictable. So it's like you have to decide whether or not you want to invest in something, but right here with the trust card, it's I feel like, cats are intuitive. They say cats are intuitive. Cats represent intuition, right? I feel like it's a matter of you trusting your intuition and knowing if this is the right offer for you. If you look at the first card of the Ace of Wands, clarifying the threat, is this an actual threat to you, or is this just a perceived threat? Can you discern? Are you able to discern if this is the right thing for you? Because underneath the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles is someone who is stable, financially abundant. She thinks of the long term. She invests in things for the long term. And underneath we have Judgment. Yeah, it's like you have to make a decision about this person. It could be a Queen of Pentacles that you're dealing with, or someone who embodies that energy, or who may be coming in with this offer. And it could be a masculine or feminine energy, but you get to decide. You have to decide whether you see this person as an angel or the devil. If you look at the Judgment card in this deck, they show an angel and a devil. You have to make that judgment call. But the thing is, you have to trust in your intuition, and then we have the Knight of Swords, and this is a decision. The Knight of Swords is someone who acts impulsively, doesn't think so much before they act, right? Sometimes that's what they say about the Knight of Swords. But this is a decision that is going to require you to really think about it. It's like, think before you act, think before you decide, think before you invest. But it's a matter of you also trusting your intuition, about you trusting that this person is sincere. This is someone who is respectful, who is caring and supportive, if this is coming in from a person coming in wanting to offer love, or it could just be, but I feel like it is because of the Lovers and the Cups. I mean, there's Pentacles here, but I think the Pentacles has to do with time, energy, investment, effort. And this offer may be coming in unexpectedly, and it may be coming in as a message, some sort of communication. And it may come quickly, and it may be coming from a distance too. So it could be someone from the past, or someone who is at a distance. And for some of you, this could be a wish fulfillment. It's probably something that you thought about, you wished for, and probably were manifesting. I mean, when you think about a wish is you putting out something out there. Like, I wish for a Ferrari. and then an opportunity for you to get a Ferrari comes along, and it's like the best offer. It's the color that you love. It has the interior, everything. And then it's like, now you're like, do I really want that? Is this too good to be true? It could be that type of thing, but You know, maybe you've experienced that in the past where you're like, oh, this seems to be too good to be true, you know? And this is where you have to be able to discern, is this person the devil or the angel, you know? Or maybe you're going to have to and consult with the devil and angel on your shoulder, you know? I just thought of the song, every time I cry, I get a little bit stronger, stronger. I know, I used to be the devil and something about the devil and the angel on my shoulder. I used to listen to the devil on my shoulder, something like that. Yeah, this is about trusting yourself, trusting your intuition, trusting that you have the discernment to be able to decide or see if a threat, and if it's one that's perceived or if it's an actual threat. And you're going to be also able to discern if this is a threat, what kind of chaos can ensue, like what can you expect in some way, you know, if you're using your intuition, because certain things are out of our control. Some things we can't even think or fathom, but it's just a matter of you being able to use it. Cats have really good vision too. So it's about you being able to trust your intuition and kind of foresee the trajectory of accepting this offer, this new offer, especially a passionate offer, you know? Yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. The Wheel of Fortune was underneath. I feel like I heard Take a Chance. It reminds me of that ABBA song, Take a Chance on Me. Take a chance, take a chance, take a chance on me. Something like that. I've been listening to music from the 70s. But I have not heard that song, but that song popped up in my mind. Take a chance on me. I feel like this is something that you have to like trust your intuition, and even trusting your intuition requires you to take a chance too, because sometimes it's hard for us to discern what is our intuition and what is our ego. And if you know, for me, the way I do it is if I feel like this pain in my guts and it makes me sad or hurts me in some way, or I feel like some pain in my chest, then I know it's my ego, because my ego loves to hurt me, you know? But when it's my intuition, then whatever I get intuitively, there's no feeling attached to it. It's just an idea that pops in my mind, you know? And it's very clear. And it's like, oh, okay, that makes sense. You know, it's like that for me. You know, so, but everybody's intuition works differently. You know, especially if you're around certain people, your body will reject them. You will like want to run away from them, you know, and sometimes you don't. But then also people are magnetic, you know, you may be feeling drawn to this person and it's like, oh shit, I felt this before, you know, but is this the same shit or just a different meat suit or not, you know? But it's, yeah, that's where the taking a chance comes in, you know, because you don't know, you never know. And then what they say, the shots that you don't take are the ones that you regret, you know, because you don't know. Because at least if you try, you'll find out, and they'll be like, okay, it was worth it. Or damn, I'm so glad I took this chance, because look at where I'm at now. Look at how happy and fulfilled, or like wow, this is the best decision I've ever made. I wonder if people say that when it comes to love, though. I honestly do. But anyway, I digress. That's your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonates with you. If it does, please like, share, and subscribe to Artemis Oracle. My name is Tan. I'm your reader, and I'm wishing you a great weekend ahead or next 72 hours. Bye.